In my hands, I have what I think could be the most underrated hybrid of 2023. In this video, we're going to test it for numbers here in the GolfZone simulator and out here on the golf course, just to see exactly who should have this hybrid in the bag. You see guys, today we have the TaylorMade Stealth 2 Hybrid, but it's not just any TaylorMade Stealth 2 Hybrid, it is the TaylorMade Stealth 2 HD Hybrid. This is designed for ultimate forgiveness. It is designed to help you hit longer, straighter, more accurate shots from those distances that can just really hurt. And with ball flights like that, I think it's fair to say, check that out. I think it's fair to say I might be accurate by saying this thing's so underrated, why have you not tried it yet? And if you struggle with any shot with a long iron, this may be a club you want to think about putting in the bag in 2023, especially if you want something that looks good, which you can't really say about a lot of the Stealth 2 HD lineup, which is the point of this video. You see, I often get accused of ignoring the more forgiving golf clubs, of ignoring the HD lineups of fairway woods and of hybrids, but I think it's fair to say it is impossible. That could be very close. Go! Just short of the green. It's impossible to ignore this. The reason being simply this. Just look at how good this hybrid looks. You can see it's got quite a wide sole. That is to move CG back and help enhance forgiveness. We do have the speed pocket technology, we have the V-Seal technology, which I'll touch on later in this video. We also have the fluted hosel technology, which is designed to save weight so they can place the weight in more sporadically around the face to again help you get more forgiveness. And for me, the biggest selling point about this club is not just its forgiveness, but that it doesn't look forgiving, which I know doesn't make a lot of sense, but it looks like, to be honest, anyone could have it in the bag. That's got to be close because I've absolutely nailed that. Go on. Ooh, just short again. You see, that's 3 not bad efforts on this hole. And the reason why I say that is we've started today on the white tees at a 223 yard par 3 uphill and into the wind. And this thing really hasn't let me down because I would usually be hitting 3-wood to this, and I will take those all day. So guys, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you do consider smashing that subscribe button if you do enjoy golf review content. I'm also giving away a good putter as well soon, so subscribe so you don't miss that. This thing I haven't seen yet, and I can't wait to open the box. I think consistency wise, it's fair to say that these were the 2 mishits, and that was the one that I really nailed, and I will take that for dispersion all day long. Let's just call this a 200-210 yard club. Maybe a little bit more uphill into the wind like we are today. Look how far uphill we have come from down there. It is quite the rise to this par 3 green. Now you see, I guess it would have been easy to find an easier golf hole back there, find maybe a 200 yard par 3 where I know I can mishit this and get it on the green, but I wanted to really test it. And I think from the distance that you are talking with clubs like this, a good shot isn't always 1 to 5 foot. It's one where you don't put your best golf swing on it, you're still in play, and you generally get an outcome like this one. And for me, one of the factors that a lot of people don't think about when choosing hybrid is how does it feel and how does it sound. That, I absolutely ripped that 220 yards, but it actually feels and sounds really nice. It sounds a lot better than some other hybrids on the market that you may well pay top money for. Unfortunately, just like this one, this doesn't come in cheap, by the way. And whilst the total numbers are really important for me in any review, the overall numbers of forgiveness and of consistency are more important. That is honestly one of the best hybrids I've ever hit. Be really interested now to hit 2 more and see if we can keep up with that. One thing I have to give this credit for as well, I can't give it enough credit, it feels incredible. Now that might be down to that triaxial carbon crown, it might be down to that V-Steel sole helping me through the turf, it might even be down to this world-renowned speed pocket that TaylorMade do put in to a lot of their fairway woods and drivers, and that just allows you to maintain that ball speed on off-centre hits. Looking down at it, you really would not think this is the HD version. It looks very similar to the standard Stealth 2, but you'll see a lot of my shots have gone ever so slightly left. I've managed to square that one up finally. It is designed to just help you kind of straighten out those mishits, and a lot of people who would be using this Stealth 2 HD line do miss it right. So for me, it's just a little bit left bias, but if you can come to terms with that and square it up, I mean, that was absolutely awful, and look how far that's gone. Literally, I've struck that so far out the bottom, it's carried 220 yards. You don't really know where you're hitting it off this face, and that is the sign of a pretty forgiving golf club. Oh, that's even better. It's a little bit pulley if I'm being brutally honest, but look how easy that is to launch up in the air. This certainly isn't a golf club that you're going to want to be versatile, that you're going to want to play shots down with, play stingers with, because all the weighting, all the technology is designed. That was a practice swing. Bit of a Zach Johnson moment there, nearly took the camera out as well. Luckily enough, we haven't lost it and we will get on with it. Guys, I'll leave that in. A lot of people might take stuff like that out, but I do quite enjoy leaving it in for you all. See how I've just rolled that up there to get a neutral lie. Stand up to it and hit it again. That's one where I've tried to play it lower. Again, I've pulled it a touch. You could say it's a little bit lower, maybe a slightly different flight window, but realistically, this thing is just, that's brilliant. So I've spoke a lot in this video about consistency and forgiveness. Remember that first shot that I hit that said was one of the best hybrids I've hit in a long time? It's level with the buggy there, right in the middle of the fairway. The last shot I hit was just here, and there's another one pretty much bang in line, okay, maybe 2 or 3 yards behind, just here. You can see we're not getting much run out at the moment, but for me the consistency levels there, are outrageous, like properly outrageous. Right, par 5, I've got one opportunity to get on the green. And you see, this is where this golf club does kind of get rated ever so slightly different than other hybrids. I don't see this as an attacking hybrid. I see this very much more as a more defensive minded hybrid, a hybrid where I'm just going to put as good a golf swing on it as possible. And if it works out, great, but if it doesn't, it's really not going to be the end of the world. Come on, little draw into that flag. Stay there. I've overdrawn it a touch. That's toey. If that's up flag high, which I think it is, that is remarkable. So guys, as you can see, we have hit a load of shots there, and if we have a look at all the shots I've hit with this Stealth 2 HD hybrid, you can see we've got an average carry of 212 yards, an average total of 222, all the twos, plenty of ball speed, plenty of club head speed, and a nice spin rate of around 4,000. So for me, this is doing pretty much everything I would want it to do, inside and outside where it counts. And I mean, for a not great golf swing and a toey strike, I think it's fair to say my hypothesis of this being one of the most underrated golf clubs of 2023 is starting to make sense. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you do smash that subscribe button. Oh, I thought I made it. Apart from that, I'll see you all at exactly the same time tomorrow. Don't be late, 1 o'clock UK time. Goodbye.